be 10 seconds. It's indicating we're live. Let me just check YouTube to verify that, and we're live.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We'd like to call this meeting to order, the Planning and Development Committee meeting, February 5th, here on Zoom and via YouTube. I'm Kristen McCarthy-Bakey, co-chair of the committee, and we'll start with remarks from our leadership, beginning with Senator Cassano.
Thank you. Good morning, Madam Chair. It's good to see everyone again. We see each other pretty much on a daily basis, which I guess is the new routine we're going to live with. It's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. Stay safe in the weekend. Don't do anything foolish with the Super Bowl. Stay safe.
Thank you, Senator Cassano, and I always appreciate those messages to remind everyone to wear their masks, wash their hands, keep their 6 feet of social distance. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Senator Wong.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I'm eager to begin this process, and indeed we have spent a lot of time. But before we start, even though there may be issues that we agree to disagree, I wanted to extend my sincerest appreciation to both chairs for the effort and the efficiency in which you have run the committee so far in these difficult COVID Zoom times. So please accept my appreciation and compliments to the chair and to the staff so far for all the work that you've done.
Thank you, Senator Wong. Representative Zullo.
Good morning, everybody. Eager to get to work. And again, just want to commend everybody on the committee for their stamina this week. It was a busy week. That was a long public hearing, but it was great to have everybody's input, and excited to be back here again today.
Thank you, Representative Zullo. I too would like to take this opportunity to thank our clerk, Mr. Camilo Lemos, and the clerks who helped support him during our hearing the other day. We are a team. We work together, and definitely it has been a long week. I want to thank all the committee members for really hanging in there throughout that hearing, also for your attendance yesterday at the GIS forum. I will be asking our clerk, Mr. Lemos, to get that recording out to you. If you haven't been able to take a look, I would direct you particularly to the last 30 minutes or so, 35 minutes with some summary remarks. Today, we have a number of concepts to be raised, and just as with our first committee meeting, this vote today is simply an agreement to raise the concepts so that we can then have hearings. These concepts that are raised today, again, will be the raised bills that will be fully drafted bills before we hear them in a public hearing. And just to remind everyone too, those public hearing notices are put into the bulletin along with how to sign up to testify for our public hearings as well. So with that, I believe that we have a few items that have some questions and that we'll be having a roll call vote on. So what I'll do is start with those items, and our hope is to have, if we can, a consent calendar for us today. So I will begin taking items out of order, begin with item number 3, an act concerning outdoor dining at restaurants. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Senator Cassano and seconded by Senator Wong. I see your hand raised. And with that, is there discussion? And again, just a reminder, please use the hand raise function at the bottom of your screen to raise hands. And if you haven't updated Zoom, you can do it within the participant section. Senator Champagne, or excuse me, Senator Wong, excuse me, Senator Champagne. Senator Wong to be followed by Senator Champagne.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I wanted to thank the leadership as well as the Restaurant Association and recognize Representative Ritigliano for raising this issue. It is a issue that reflects a collaboration between state as well as local municipalities and our local businesses. I'm so appreciative of the leadership for raising this bill and to move forward to help our struggling restaurant businesses and to be able to establish how we can proceed forward post-COVID for our businesses as well. So I want to thank the leadership for raising this idea and the true collaboration that's going on all about. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Wong. Senator Champagne.
Thank you. I just have a question on this. Does this overturn any local control?
So, Senator Champagne, thank you for the question. The bill would be similar to the executive order. I believe it was MM. We, when meeting with the advocates, discussed a little bit the fact that we might want to put some date parameters on that and look at that. This is, I think the sense is that with the governor's executive order expiring, and we know that the constrictions related to the pandemic are going to continue. So that's something that when we have the hearing process, we'll have some conversation about how to put maybe some guardrails on that. And so it does change the executive order did change the current procedures, and that's what this bill would seek to mimic.
Well, I completely support helping restaurants any way we can, but I also don't want to overrule any local control, including fire marshals and building officials. And we move very fast to get outdoor dining so that our restaurants did survive. I just want to make sure that we're not stepping on local control of this and just overruling them. I understand we want to raise a concept, but as part of that, we need to vote to raise that concept. And part of this is do I agree with actually raising a concept if it's going to step on local control? So that was my questioning on this. So do we have an answer? Is this going to take over local control or no?
Yeah, I think that this is an issue we're going to talk about throughout the course of this committee, which is how do we balance state statutes which apply to every municipality? And certainly at this point, zoning is what we empower the municipalities through our state enabling statutes. So it's the state enabling statutes that provide for that opportunity for municipalities to set their regulations. And in this case, the sense is that the overarching need is to support these businesses to be able to help them to survive. And so, yes, the executive order did make changes. And again, this bill would seek to put those changes into statute. Again, as I said, we can look at some timelines for that so that we perhaps would return to the original way that we were handling this.
Okay. I guess that didn't quite answer what I was asking, but I guess we'll get further into the weeds as we go on. But that I am concerned about local control on this and using the experts to make sure that I want this to happen. I want outdoor dining, but I also want it to be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Champagne. Senator Wong.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for the second time. I really want to extend my thanks to Senator Champagne as a senator for the district and also as a municipal leader. I think it's important to note the fact that if we are to move forward with this, we need to create an allowance for local control and collaboration, as I said earlier. What we have seen in the past year, even with the governor's executive order, we have seen municipal leaders step up and work with our restaurants. And I believe the spirit in us talking with the Restaurant Association was a positive reflection that this was working to ensure all standards of safety are in place, but also to be able to work together. But the local municipalities are an integral part. And what we have heard for the success stories that we have seen is the fact that local municipalities have opened up their regulations and their thought processes to help restaurants. So as we move forward on this bill, the concept is absolutely critical at a time for restaurants to survive. But we also need to give acknowledgement that local municipal leaders and zoning officials have stepped up front and center to help those businesses. And we need to continue that in the vein of the statute that we write, is that the local municipalities know best to how to create the best environment for everybody to succeed. So I want to thank Senator Champagne for pointing that out. And he raises a very important point. For this to succeed, with a common goal of helping our restaurants. We need to ensure that local municipal input and control is essential. So thank you, Mr. Champagne, Senator Champagne, and thank you for the indulgence the second time, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Wong. Is there any further discussion on this item? If not, I would be inclined to take a voice vote on the item that is before us, which is item number 3, an act concerning outdoor dining at restaurants. So if you can prepare yourselves by unmuting and by turning on your cameras and just giving our clerk a moment to move us from speaker view to the gallery view. Okay, it appears that we are ready. So all those in favor of item number 3, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any opposed, just to clarify? Hearing none, item number 3 passes. Thank you. If you can remute yourselves, that would be wonderful. Next on the agenda, we are going to go to item number 4, which is an act concerning investment of certain municipal funds. This bill was in 2020 was Bill 255. It was a request from the Treasurer's Office. And what it would do would be allow the treasurer to invest municipal funds. It would require a 2/3 vote of a legislative body in order to do that. Municipal pension funds, and specifically. Is there discussion on the item? Oh, excuse me. Let me begin by asking for a motion on this item. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Okay, can that Representative Smith moved
Second.
and seconded by Representative Hennessy. Representative Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to ask, do we know that this is going to be, is it intended to be voluntary, not mandatory for municipalities to do this?
Indeed, it would require a 2/3 vote of the legislative body.
Okay.
So yes.
That was the only question. You said it, and I wanted to make sure of it. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Representative. Is there any further discussion among members on item number 4? If not, I would ask you for a voice vote. If you would please prepare yourselves by turning on your cameras and unmuting your microphones. All those in favor of item number 4, an act concerning investment of certain municipal funds, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Seeing and hearing none, item number 4.
Red McCarthy Representative Winkler, I didn't get your camera on for that voice vote. I'm sorry. Could you just do that part again?
Thank you, Representative. Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Representative Winkler? Okay, I think we're going to have to, as with any of the votes that you miss, at the end of the meeting, we will be holding votes open. If you need to come back into the Zoom space and have a vote recorded, just come back in to raise your hand, and the clerk will call on you so that you can vote on those items that you may have missed during the meeting. So I'll remind you again of that at the end. But item number 4 has been approved with a voice vote, and we're going to move next on to item number 5. Item number 5 is an act concerning the recommendations of the Office of Policy and Management. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Senator Cassano.
Second.
They're seconded by Representative Michelle. Is there discussion on item number 5? Representative Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I believe, as I understand, this is former Senate Bill 470 from OPM. I understand that it implements a number of OPM recommendations regarding property tax exemptions, special tax district, neglected cemeteries, number of topics. It's a 46-page bill from 2020, and I did not have enough time to do my entire due diligence on it. I will be voting to move it forward, to have a discussion on it. But I do recognize that there may be some individuals who may not be able to support it, just given the fact that they weren't able to review the entirety of it. But ready to have the discussion and look into it further. And I will add that I would request that there be a roll call vote.
Thank you, Representative Zullo. I was indeed about to ask you that very question. I would note that this was the bill that was proposed in, as reference, you referenced Bill 470 that was proposed in 2020. It is possible that OPM will have some additional changes because during the course of the year, having worked with our COGS, our municipalities and agencies, I do not know specifically what those would be at this point. But again, this is to raise the concept so that we can address some of those issues that OPM has been working on. Representative Zalestowski.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Question for you. Since this is pretty much an incomplete bill at this time, would there be an opportunity to be able to hold this bill for a vote at a later date?
Representative Zalestowski, there's always an opportunity to hold the bill. I think the desire is to allow us to have a vehicle to be able to work with OPM. As you are very aware and have been amazing as a former ranking member of this committee. Just want to be able to work with them to have something that we can continue to move forward in the process at this point. So again, I just wanted to be sure that folks know that Senate Bill 470 is not exactly what will be drafted at this point. We're still working with the folks at OPM to clarify exactly what that will be, but it would be along the same lines and a lot of the same elements of that.
Madam Chair, I will vote to move it forward, but I am a little bit uneasy about voting for it at this point. I'd be very interested in finding out some of the additions that may be made between now and we actually and the bill actually being drafted. I know that there were a lot of proposals that were floating around in 2019 that didn't get in, and some of which I was not terribly fond of. But I will vote to move this forward. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Zalestowski. And indeed, I suspect that there will be conversation, especially with 46 pages, or we don't know exactly what the new bill page length would be. But I think we'll have definitely an opportunity, and I certainly suspect and would encourage OPM to be reaching out to all of us as members of the committee, as I'm sure that they will. Thank you, Representative Zalestowski. Senator Wong, to be followed by Rep. Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As I'm reading through kind of the summary and not able to read through the details of the bill, nonetheless understanding that OPM may offer some supplemental changes. But as I'm reading through some of the particular areas they're getting involved in, I get the feeling that most of these roles and responsibilities and powers are with our local board of selectmen or mayoral offices and assessment offices. I'm very curious to see where OPM is looking to have oversight over, again, I mean, it's going to be a constant theme, local addressing of these issues. I as a former RTM member, you and I both know that tax refunds and assessment reviews, property tax exemptions, these are purviews of town governing bodies, and I'm curious what role OPM will have in these statutory efforts. Is it again a overreach over our local control? I'm not sure. I don't know enough details. Maybe you, Madam Chair, as a chair, and further in-depth discussions, get a sense of what problem are they looking to solve through this bill.
Senator Wong. So I think that's the gift of having the hearing is we can ask directly from OPM. One of the things I will tell you in terms of, for example, the reevaluation, OPM has been working, from my understanding, excuse me, with the COGS and municipalities. As you know, COGS are made up of municipal leaders. It's the chief elected officials who are the voting members of those COGS to come to some agreement and consensus, if not, full unanimous approval and support. But I can't answer that for them. I think that certainly there are a lot of these functions that are carried out by the municipality, but there are a lot of things that we know that we want to try and streamline and support in an effort to help our towns save money and resources. So I can't speak for OPM. That's one of the reasons why I think we should raise this bill and hear directly from them.
And I appreciate that answer and thank you. That being said, I believe there a roll call vote requested.
Yes.
And in this case, because it is a conceptual and I'm indeed eager to find out more about it, I will be voting yes, but would reserve the questions I raised here and very, very eager and look forward to getting some of these answers from the OPM office and what issues and problems they're looking to resolve. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. And I will actually just submit to all of you my mistake that the updates have actually been submitted to the members of the committee. So we do, and I have not looked at that bill this week. I believe it's more like a 23-page document that will have tax collection and assessment matters in it. Getting a message now. So I think some of those 46 pages that were proposed last year will not be included in this year's proposal. Representative Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, to Representative Zarostowski's point, I think we need to remember that we can work with OPM on these bills even if they haven't been raised. We don't need to raise a bill for a public hearing in order to have a vehicle with which to work with OPM on a bill. Simply because it has not yet been raised doesn't mean we can't work with OPM on it. So I'm questioning whether or not this really needs to be raised right now at this point in this condition, simply in order to work with OPM.
Thank you, Representative Dubitsky. You're correct. We do not need to have a title raised to be working with OPM. That's absolutely true. They actually did submit language to us, and it was my oversight in sending out some of that information to folks. But specifically, for example, a few of the sections that have been omitted are on RPIA, RSG, and RPIP. But in order to try and help with the flow of business and the number of bills, we still have a number of bills to be screened. By raising a bill, what it does is, as you know, allows us to get that official LCO language drafted and get the bill out to the public and committee members and have it filed. So that's, I think, some of the interest there.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you, Representative Dubitsky. Senator Cassano, I see you, but I cannot hear you. And you are not muted. You are not muted. It's just the volume.
Okay.
There you go. We can hear you.
Just a comment. If we look at the system that we have, I mean, the local municipalities, OPM, the state of Connecticut, there is a broad scope, and OPM basically is the mother agency to cities and towns. Whether we like it or not, that's the design that we have here in Connecticut. When you, as a municipality, local municipalities, and many of us have been in the position of a first selectman, whatever it is, most of our funding for all of our programs comes through who? OPM. They are the mothership in many, many different ways, whether we like that or not. This is a concept that we're looking at today. When we get to the bill, it's going to be serious discussions about facts and actual methodology that they use, programs that they use, procedures that they use. But right now we're talking about just getting the thing, keeping the process going. And the way our system is designed, the concept has to move forward for them to move forward to do what they need to do to help us and municipalities. So it is a complicated system, but it is one that has been alive long before most of us were born. And I just want to move it on and have the discussion on the individual topics when they come up, when the bill is there, we have a real bill to work with. At that point, we can look to make changes in it. But we're just raising the concept today that says we're either going to hear this bill or we're not going to hear this bill. And quite honestly, I don't think local municipalities could afford not to have this bill move forward. It would be disastrous. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Is there further discussion on the bill? Before we go to the roll call vote, again, I will say that there has been submitted language which is different than what some of you are under the impression of. And that can be, hopefully we can put things out to the committee soon and have that drafted for folks to review publicly as well. With that, Mr. Clerk, I would ask that you please call the roll. Members, please prepare yourselves by turning on your camera and prepare to unmute when your name is called. Mr. Clerk.
This is a roll call for item 5, an act concerning the recommendations of the Office of Policy and Management. Senator Cassano, how about you?
Senator Cassano votes yes.
Can we do that one more time?
Senator Cassano votes yes.
Perfect. Representative McCarthy Vahey.
Representative McCarthy Vahey votes yes.
Senator Needleman.
Senator Needleman votes yes.
Beautiful. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Awesome. Senator.
Senator Huang votes yes.
Awesome. Representative Zullo.
Representative Zullo votes yes.
Got it. Representative Baker. Representative Baker. Representative Baker. Senator Champagne.
Senator Champagne votes no.
Got it. Representative Zawistowski.
Representative Zawistowski votes yes.
Got it. Representative Conley. Representative Conley. Representative Conley. Senator from Farah. Senator from Farah. Senator from Farah. Representative Dubitsky.
Representative Dubitsky votes no.
Got it. Representative D'Agostino. Representative D'Agostino. And Representative D'Agostino. Representative Arnone.
Representative Arnone votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Michelle.
Representative Michelle votes yes.
Got it. There we go. Representative Gucker.
Representative Gucker votes yes.
Gotcha. Senator Anwar.
Senator Anwar votes yes.
Gotcha. Senator Lowe.
Senator Lopes votes yes, if my camera ever picks up.
Thanks so much. Representative Hennessy.
Representative Hennessy votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Lamar.
Representative Lamar votes yes.
Got it. Representative Smith.
Representative Smith votes yes.
Got it. Representative Winkler.
Representative Winkler votes yes.
Can we do that one more time?
Representative Winkler votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Fiorillo.
Representative Fiorello votes no.
Got it.
Thank you.
Representative Hall.
Representative Hall votes no.
Gotcha. Representative Veach.
Representative Veach votes no.
Got it. And Representative Delnicki.
Representative Delnicki votes no.
Got it. Madam Chair, that concludes the roll call vote. Well, doesn't conclude it. That's everyone that's here. Sorry.
Thank you. And again, I would just emphasize that we will keep the votes open. We'll announce a time at the end, just depending on what time we end. So with that, I will move us on to, again, taking items slightly out of order, to item number 7, an act extending the minority representation rule to certain legislative bodies and special taxing districts. And with that, I will entertain a motion for item number 7.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
Moved by Representative Lamar and seconded by Representative Smith. Is there discussion on item number 7? Representative Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Firstly, I would request that when the vote be taken, that the vote be taken by roll on this item. And secondly, I cannot recall, is this going to impose a requirement? Would this supersede local charter, home rule ordinance as far as requiring minority representation on local boards? Do you know?
Representative Zullo, thank you. I cannot recall. There are 2 proposed bills that are being contemplated within this proposal, one of which is Senate Bill 144, and the other is Senate Bill 227. And I just, in doing a quick check, I'm not clear with one proposal, so I don't have a definitive answer on one of those 2. So I apologize. It's certainly something that we can discuss as part of the conversation.
I appreciate that. And, you know, and I may have even said this during screening, I think that, you know, minority representation is important insofar as it promotes and it preserves the diversity of viewpoints. I'm always concerned about preserving local control and autonomy. And, you know, so moving forward, that'll be an important part of the discussion. But I think this is an absolutely worthwhile discussion to have. And it will have my support today to have that discussion. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Representative Zullo. I wish I had a better answer, but as my reading and understanding of the proposals is not clear on that. I think we'd have to learn more through a hearing process. Representative Hall.
So I thank you, Madam Chair, and I actually want to agree with our good ranking member on this one. I'm willing to listen to the discussion. My concerns is, of course, any sort of steps to override any local charters for our municipalities. So I'm going to vote no to flag, but I certainly, depending on what comes out of this, I may support one or the other bills, depending on what the language is. But certainly my concerns go to stepping on any of our local charters for our municipalities. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Hall. Is there further discussion on the item? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, if you would call the roll for item number 7. Members, please prepare yourselves by turning on your camera and preparing to unmute when your name is called.
Screen open. All right. Just gonna be. Oh, there's. This is a roll call for item 7, an act extending the minority representation rule to certain legislative bodies and special taxing districts. Senator Casano, how about you?
Senator Casano votes yes.
Got it. Representative McCarthy Vahey?
Representative McCarthy Vahey votes yes.
Got it. Senator Needleman? Senator Needleman? Senator Needleman? Representative Goupil?
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Got it. Senator Huang?
Senator Huang votes yes.
Can you do that one more time? When you get you on camera.
Yep. Senator Huang votes yes.
Representative Zullo?
Representative Zullo votes yes.
Got it. Representative Baker? Representative Baker? Representative Baker? Okay. Senator Champagne?
Senator Champagne votes yes.
Representative Zawistowski?
Representative Zawistowski votes yes.
Awesome. Representative Conley? Representative Conley? Representative Conley? Senator Fumfara? Senator Fumfara? Senator Fumfara? Representative Dubitsky?
Representative Dubitsky votes yes.
Got it. Representative D'Agostino? Representative D'Agostino? And Representative D'Agostino? Representative Arnone?
Representative Arnone votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Michelle?
Representative Michelle votes yes.
Yeah. Representative Ducker?
Representative Ducker votes yes.
Oh, perfect. Senator Anwar?
Senator Anwar votes yes.
Gotcha. Senator Lopes?
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Hennessy? Representative Hennessy?
Representative Hennessy votes yes.
Got it. Representative Lamar?
Representative Lamar votes yes.
Okay. Representative Smith?
Representative Smith votes yes.
Perfect. Representative Winkler?
Representative Winkler votes yes.
Awesome. Representative Fiorello?
Representative Fiorello votes yes.
That worked out. Awesome. Representative Hall?
Representative Hall votes no.
Okay. Representative Veach?
Representative Veach votes yes.
Representative Delnicki?
Representative Delnicki votes yes.
That was a perfect run, guys. Madam Chair, that's everyone that's here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clerk. Appreciate that. The next item that we will take up on the agenda is item number 11. Item number 11 is an act concerning sewer assessment arrearages and foreclosures. May I have a motion for item number 11?
For adoption.
Motion by Senator Casano. Is there a second?
Second, Arnone.
Seconded by Representative Arnone. Thank you for that, Representative Arnone. Is there discussion on item number 11? Senator Champagne.
Thank you. I'm kind of concerned about this one, especially on the local level, $10,000. $10,000 when you break it down to the average sewer bill that could be over 20 years of non-payment of your sewer bill until you can actually do something. You know, obviously we don't want to foreclose on properties, but every time we do something like that, what ends up happening is people will come forward and pay their bills. But extending something to the point where you've got to wait over 20 years and 25 years for the Bolton Lakes Water Pollution Control Authority. That's a long time, especially for an authority that's less than 600 homes. So I'm very concerned about this, and because of that, I will be voting no today. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Champagne. Representative Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to echo Senator Champagne's concerns. You know, one of the things about water pollution control sewer authorities is that they don't have the ability to turn their utilities off as a mechanism of collection, and they're paid quarterly, and so it takes a very long time to amass debts. Now, I understand that the impetus for this legislation may have come from issues with attorney's fees that were being charged in connection with collection efforts on these types of debts. And if that's the case, part of me wonders if there may be a way to have something drafted that's more narrowly tailored to address that issue, but that would preserve these authorities' ability to use foreclosure as a method of collection. Again, one of my greatest concerns is that these utilities provide a vital public service, and there's an ongoing need for them to have the ability to perform infrastructure upgrades to provide those services. So I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize that critical public service. With that in mind, I do intend to reach out to Senator Looney directly to ask that, because I'm sure he'll be able to provide the impetus for it. I will be voting no today to flag it, but I'm interested to see where the conversation goes.
Thank you, thank you.
If that was not done, I cannot remember.
Thank you, Rep. Gullo. I believe you are requesting a roll call vote, and thank you for your comments. I think you're raising the fact that there is in fact an issue, and having this bill will allow us to properly address that in a form that hopefully will work for both those in our municipalities as well as those who are homeowners. Is there further comment on the issue? Representative Delnicki.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Does this speak to an issue that came forward in a public hearing, I want to say 2, maybe 3 years ago, from folks that lived in one of the largest cities in the state of Connecticut?
Representative Delnicki, I'm not certain.
But I would believe, and I'm probably sure that you remember that public hearing, because there were a number of folks that came forward.
Well, I'll confess that at the moment, I'm not certain that this is the same issue or impetus for this bill. I do not know.
Okay, well, I will be supporting it going forward for the discussion, especially if it pertains to that issue that came up, I want to say 2, maybe 3 years ago. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Delnicki. I was sadly not a member of this committee 3 years ago. I was in the previous term was my first, when I began as chair, it was my first opportunity to join the committee. So we will learn more and see if there were bills that were previously brought forward. I think that would come out in the discussion. Is there any further discussion on the item? If not, Mr. Clerk, would you please call the roll for item number 11, an act concerning sewer assessment arrearages and foreclosures? Members, if you could turn on your cameras and prepare to unmute when your name is called.
I'm glad you pronounced that for me, because I didn't know how to pronounce it prior. This is a roll call for item 11, an act concerning sewer assessment arrearages and foreclosure. Senator Casano, how vote you?
Senator Casano votes yes.
Can we do that one more time? We didn't get you on camera.
Senator Casano votes yes.
One more time? I'm sorry.
Senator Casano votes yes.
Is anyone seeing him? Or am I?
Mr. Clerk, yes, we can see Senator Casano. What I would note is that the Zoom square is on you. And because Senator Casano's volume is sometimes low, what might work is if you, once you ask for his vote, that you mute yourself and that we all make sure we're muted so that his camera will appear.
Got it. Let me try one more time. Senator Casano.
I'll try again. Senator Casano votes yes. Still don't have it?
Mr. Clerk, you are muted.
Got it
No,
yet?
I got it. There we go.
Senator Casano votes yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I voted 10 times, so 10 people can rest.
Representative McCarthy Vahey.
Representative McCarthy Vahey votes yes.
Perfect. All right. I think we fixed whatever problem there was. Senator Needleman. Senator Needleman. Senator Needleman. All right. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Gotcha. Senator Huang.
Senator Huang votes no.
Gotcha. Representative Zullo.
Representative Zullo votes no.
Representative Baker. Representative Baker. That was just me. Representative Baker. Senator Champagne.
Senator Champagne votes no.
Got it. Representative Zastowski.
Representative Zawistowski votes no.
Got it. Representative Conley.
Representative Conley votes yes.
Got it. Senator Fanfara. Senator Fanfara. Senator Fanfara. Representative Dubitsky.
Representative Dubitsky votes yes.
Got it. Representative D'Agostino. Representative D'Agostino. Representative D'Agostino. Representative Arnone.
Representative Arnone votes yes.
Perfect. Ooh, there we go. Representative Michelle.
Representative Michelle votes yes.
Perfect. Representative Ducker.
Representative Ducker votes yes.
Got it. Senator Anwar.
Senator Anwar votes yes.
Perfect. Senator Lopes.
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Hennessy.
Representative Hennessy votes yes.
Perfect. Representative Lamar. Representative Lamar. Representative Lamar. He was here. Representative Smith.
Representative Smith votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Winkler.
Representative Winkler votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Fiorello.
Representative Fiorello votes no.
Gotcha. Representative Hall?
Representative Hall votes no.
Gotcha. Representative Veach?
Representative Veach votes no.
Got it. Representative Delnicki?
Representative Delnicki votes yes.
Got it. Madam Chair, that concludes, sorry, that is everyone that we have in the committee for right now, in the committee room, or whatever you would call it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clerk. In the Zoom room, right?
In the Zoom room.
So next up, we will take up item number 17 on the agenda. This is an act concerning certain property tax payments and assessments. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved
Moved.
by Representative Smith. Thank you for turning on your camera. I appreciate that. Is there a
Second, Arnone.
seconded by Representative Arnone? Is there discussion on item number 17? Representative Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I remember this coming up in screening. Once again, I'm just trying to remember. Do we recall if this was intended to be drafted as something that's going to be permissive to municipalities to allow them to do or required?
Representative Zullo, my understanding and remembrance is that it would be municipalities would be allowed and not required. I just need to confirm that very quickly. Certainly there were two bills that were proposed to us from our members. So if either one of them wanted to comment, was House Bill 5967 from Representative Smith and a group of other members, as well as Senate Bill 672, both of which were proposed in this session, and the Senate bill proposed by Senator Cassano. Senator Cassano, would you care to remark if you can unmute yourself? Senator Cassano, you remain muted.
Was to be an option and not a requirement.
Thank you, Senator Cassano. Representative Smith.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So the bill that I put forward was not going to be an option. However, I was unaware at that time that Senator Cassano was also putting forward a bill. So I'm open to the discussion and look forward to it if we move this particular piece of legislation forward. Thank you.
Thank you both for clarifying. I appreciate that. Representative Zullo, back to you.
I appreciate the clarification. As we move forward with drafting it, my concern is that if it's going to be for the fiscal year 2020, which would be a prior grand list year, my question or my concern is if it were to be mandatory, it would essentially be undermining municipalities' revenue estimates. They budget for delinquent taxes, which is based on penalties and interest. And so if we are going to artificially cap that after these budget processes have been completed, my concern would be imposing artificial deficits on these municipalities or shortfalls on the revenue sides of their budget. I like the permissive nature. If it moves forward on a permissive basis, towns that can afford to do it will do it, which is a great thing. I also recognize that this is a COVID measure. This is a COVID bill. It's intended to provide some relief to businesses which are in dire need of relief. I'm going to be supporting it today because it's an important message to be sending that we support our businesses, but I'm going to be looking to have that assurance or that debate about it being permissive going forward. And I'll request that it be a roll call vote, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Representative Zullo. And when the vote is taken, the vote will be taken by roll. Representative Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just have a couple of quick questions about this. I'm looking at proposed Bill 5967, which I believe is is one of the two operative bills. And it's saying that they reduce the interest rate to 1/4 of 1% per month or a fraction thereof. What is the current interest rate statutorily?
Representative Dubitsky, I hate to quote a number that I am not certain of. And I see that Representative Smith has raised his hand, and given that he is the proponent of the bill, if you, with your indulgence, I would ask if he or if our attorneys who are on the line.
I would appreciate it. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Representative Smith.
Yes, thank you for that question, Representative Dubitsky. Currently, the rate is 1.5% per month, which equates to 18% annually. And it's been that way since the passage of Public Act 82-141. So it's that has been the rate since 1982.
Thank you, Representative Smith. Representative Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you, if I may ask Representative Smith another question. Is this intended to be a permanent reduction in the interest rate, or is this a temporary thing only during the emergency? Through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Dubitsky. And I just will note that certainly if we have a bill going forward, we will be able to have a lot of this conversation and questions as part of the hearing. But Representative Smith.
Through you, Madam Chair. Thank you again for the question. It was my intention, although initially this came to my attention because of the hardships that have been caused by the COVID pandemic. However, when I looked at this and saw the very high interest rate, it was my intention that we should consider whether that rate should come down, given that at the time that rate went into effect, interest rates were at historic highs and they're now at historic lows. So the intention that I had on the bill that I put forward was to make that change permanent. As I saw from Senator Cassano's bill, he was looking to provide relief for businesses due to the pandemic. My particular bill would have addressed residential homeowners as well as businesses. So that would include, personal property taxes on individuals. So again, I'm glad to see that others in the caucus or in the legislature have a similar interest in providing some relief. And I would be very happy to pursue this further within the committee to arrive at a piece of legislation that will accomplish some relief at any level. Thank you. Through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Smith. And back to Rep. Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And those are the only questions, but I do have one comment. I have for years kind of been at pains that the municipalities are able to charge 18% interest when if there's an overpayment in taxes or something like that, they certainly don't pay 18%. And given the current interest rates, I do think 18% is outlandish. And I apologize to my the municipal leaders on the committee and elsewhere, but I do think that charging people 18% is onerous at this point. I also think that the second portion of this bill would be virtually impossible for us to enforce, which is directing where this money is going to go. That's beyond the scope of the Planning and Development Committee, and that's something that that appropriations would be dealing with. But for the purposes of raising this bill, I will be voting in favor of it because I do think that somebody needs to do something about the 18% interest that municipalities are able to charge. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Dubitsky. I did see Senator Cassano physically raising his hand to be followed by Representative Zalestowski.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As to the whether it should be voluntary or not, I would actually have no problem in making this a requirement. It is an onerous charge. I think even CCM would recognize that at 18% that it's outrageous and it's just unfair. Thank you.
Representative Zawistowski. Representative, can you kindly unmute?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I've been listening to the whole discussion, and there's still some ambiguity in my mind as to whether or not that the relief given to businesses will be mandatory or permissive to the municipalities. That's something that I really need to get clear, because I could not support anything that's mandatory at this point. But if it's permissive, I could certainly support it. So could you tell me what the legislative intent is here? I frequently think that's an important point for a lot of us to be looking at.
So Representative Zawistowski, as I mentioned, there were two proposed bills that were part of this because they both related to tax payments and interest rates were combined into one concept. And I think what you're hearing today from the discussion is there's flexibility, and that as we hear more in this conversation, that there's a willingness to have that. You know, earlier when Senator Cassano spoke to his bill, he said that it was not mandatory, and Representative Smith said that his intent with his bill was that it was. And I've heard clearly from both of them that there's a willingness to have the conversation among the committee. So today, you know, the idea would be that a bill would be put forward that we could then hear and hear actually both sides of the issue, also from our municipalities, certainly, and our tax collectors as well, what the impact and input would be from them.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So, I mean, I was not wrong in sensing that there was some ambiguity in this discussion. And I just, I'm still thinking about it. So anyway, I'll continue to listen. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Zawistowski. And if not ambiguity, at least different ideas and converging. It will require ongoing conversation to converge around a consensus with this bill as it moves forward clearly. Thank you. And I was remiss in not thanking Senator Cassano after his remarks. Thank you, Senator Needleman.
Yeah, thank you, Representative. Although I have some issues with this specific proposal, I have to say that I feel like we're here to raise concepts. I haven't been around like a million years like some people, but it seems like we're debating the bills now. You know, typically other committees that I'm on, and I chair one, and I'm on 4 others, we usually raise concepts in about 15 minutes. We're spending hours doing this right now, and I appreciate everyone's concern, but let's raise the concepts, and then if we don't like them, vote no, and then have a full chance to air them. So I appreciate everybody taking the time at this point, but it appears that we're spending a lot of time when we don't really have this fleshed out at all. So thank you with that.
Thank you, Senator Needleman, and I certainly support and understand those comments. Again, as I've emphasized many times, this is simply to raise a concept in a bill that would allow us to have further discussion on these items. Representative Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I just need to respond to Senator Needleman. The members of this committee are not in screening. We don't get to decide what bills get put on the agenda and what do not. Our only opportunity to determine what is going to go to a public hearing and what is not is at these committee meetings. And it is our responsibility to our constituents to ensure that we understand what the concepts are that are being raised, and to raise our objections when we think a bill is not worthy of going to a public hearing. And that's exactly what we're doing. And if it takes the time, it takes the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Dubitsky. And as I said in our first meeting, that's the beauty of our public process and the freedom of speech and the ability for us to vote. And that's why we do that here today. So with that, are there any further comments on item number 17? Make sure I'm on our right item. So if not, Mr. Clerk, if you would please call the roll on item number 17. And members, if you would kindly turn on your cameras and prepare to unmute yourself when your name is called.
This is a roll call for item 17, an act concerning certain property tax payments and assessments. Sorry, Senator Casano.
Senator Casano votes yes.
All right, hold on. I'm going to mute everyone except for Senator Casano and see if that works this time. Senator Casano.
Senator Casano votes yes.
One more time, but just, I guess, with a little bit more oomph.
Senator Casano votes yes.
That worked. Thank you. Representative McCarthy Vahey.
Representative McCarthy Vahey votes yes.
Perfect. Senator Needleman.
Senator Needleman votes yes.
Beautiful. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Awesome. Senator Huang.
Senator Huang votes yes.
Awesome. Representative Zullo.
Senator Zullo, yes.
I just wanted to confirm that was a yes, but I got you on camera.
Was yes.
Representative Baker. Representative Baker. Representative Baker. Senator Champagne.
Senator Champagne votes yes.
Phenomenal. Representative Zalestowski.
Representative Zawistowski votes yes.
Amazing. Representative Connolly. Representative Connolly.
Representative Conley votes yes.
Awesome. Senator Fanfara. Senator Fanfara. Senator Fanfara. Representative Dubitsky.
Representative Dubitsky votes yes.
Awesome. Representative D'Agostino. Representative D'Agostino. And Representative D'Agostino. Representative Arnone.
Representative Arnone votes yes.
Got it. Representative Michelle.
Representative Michelle votes yes.
Got it. Representative Gucker.
Representative Gucker votes yes.
Okay. Senator Anwar.
Senator Anwar votes yes.
Awesome. Senator Lope.
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Hennessy.
Representative Hennessy votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Lamar. Representative Lamar. Representative Lamar. Representative Smith.
Representative Smith votes yes.
Got it. Representative Winkler.
Representative Winkler votes yes.
Awesome. Representative Fiorello.
Sorry. Representative Fiorello votes yes as well.
Great. Representative Hall.
Representative Hall votes yes.
Got it. Thanks so much. Representative Beach. Representative Beach. Representative Beach.
I'm sorry, Representative Veach votes yes. I was hitting the wrong button.
Okay, I'm sorry. And Representative Delnicki.
Representative Delnicki votes yes.
Got it. Madam Chair, that's everyone that's in the Zoom room.
Wonderful, thank you. And Representative Beach, I've often said that the Zoom life is a little bit like playing video games when we were kids, pressing all the buttons.
They didn't have that when I was a kid.
Oh, well, it's understandable, so no worries about that. Next up, we will take up item number 19. Item 19 is an act concerning a needs assessment and other policies regarding affordable housing and development. May I have a motion on item number 19?
So moved.
Second. Senator Anwar, second.
I didn't see that. Speaking of buttons, I just muted myself. Moved by Representative Smith and seconded by Senator Anwar. Is there discussion on the item? Senator Wong.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was reading through this bill with strong interest, and obviously zoning and land use and local control is going to be an important discussion in our committee. And I have great respect for House Majority Leader Rojas, and I'm eager for a conversation in this concept vote. I'll be voting no on this, but I welcome the opportunity and will reach out to Representative Rojas to learn more of his ideas and thoughts and try to create viable, sustainable, and equitable solutions for everyone. So I appreciate the opportunity and raising this issue. And it's a new concept, maybe new for the rest of our towns, and I'm eager to learn more about it. So I appreciate it, but I'll be voting no to flag and enter more in-depth discussions and understand how it'll impact our local municipalities. So thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam, did I make you speaker already? No, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Senator Wong. Representative Dubitzky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, going through this bill, this is simply another way of wording what has come up a number of times, which is stripping local municipalities of their ability to create their own zoning regulations. This is another attempt at regionalization with regard to zoning and state control over local control. And I will be voting against this bill. And if it passes, if it has a public hearing, I'm going to oppose it. It's just another way, worded in another way, another fashion of achieving the same goal that has come up and been slapped down, thankfully, many times. I oppose it and will continue to oppose it.
Thank you, Representative Dubitzky. Is there further discussion on item number 19? Seeing none, was a roll call vote requested on this item? Senator Wong.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to ask for a roll call vote on this issue.
Thank you for that, Senator Wong. Mr. Clerk, if you could call the roll, and members, if you could turn your cameras on and prepare to unmute yourselves when your name is called. If everyone could mute now for our first, our Mr. Chair's vote.
This is a roll.
Yes.
Wait. This is a roll call for item 19, an act concerning a needs assessment and other policies regarding affordable housing and development. Senator Cassano?
This is not a recording. Senator Cassano votes yes.
Please, with a little more oomph.
Senator Cassano votes yes.
All right. We got it. Perfect. Representative McCarthy Vahey.
Representative McCarthy Vahey votes yes.
Ma'am. Senator Needleman.
Senator Needleman votes yes.
Got it. Representative Goupil. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Got it. Senator Huang.
Senator Huang votes no.
Can we do that one more time?
Senator Huang votes no.
Gotcha. Representative Zullo.
Representative Zullo votes no.
Got it. Representative Baker. Representative Baker. Representative Baker. Senator Champagne.
Senator Champagne votes no.
Got it. Representative Zalestowski.
Representative Zalestowski votes no.
Got it. Representative Conley.
Representative Conley votes yes.
Gotcha. Senator from Farah. Senator from Farah. Senator from Farah. Representative Dubitzky.
Representative Dubitzky votes no.
Got it. Representative D. Agostino. Representative D'Agostino, Representative D'Agostino. Oh. Representative Arnone.
Representative Arnone votes yes.
Got it. Representative Michelle.
Representative Michelle votes yes.
Can we do that one more time?
Representative Michelle votes yes.
Got it. Representative Ducker.
Representative Ducker votes yes.
Perfect. Senator Anwar. Senator Anwar. Senator Anwar. Senator Lopes.
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Hennessy.
Representative Hennessy votes yes.
Gotcha. Representative Lamar. Representative Lamar. Representative Lamar. Representative Smith.
Representative Smith votes yes.
Perfecto. Representative Winkler.
Representative Winkler votes yes.
Awesome.
Senator Anwar votes yes. I think I may have been not connected for a second. Senator Anwar votes yes.
Gotcha. And I got you too, Representative Winkler. Representative Fiorello. Representative Fiorello.
Okay, Representative Fiorello votes no.
All right, I got the very end. Gotcha. Representative Hall.
Representative Hall votes no.
Gotcha. Representative Veach.
Representative Veach votes no.
Got it. And Representative Delmicky.
Representative Delnicky votes no.
Got it. Madam Chair, that concludes, sorry, that is everyone that's in the Zoom room. My bad.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clerk. So next on the agenda, I'm going to read through the other items on our agenda so that members of the public can hear, and just to go through those for us. Item number 1, an act requiring a study of the obstacles to merging or consolidating municipal fire districts and fire departments. This is from proposed bill 5138 from Representative Zawistowski. Item number 2, an act concerning the abandoned and blighted property receivership, which would remove the current threshold of $35,000 down to 0. This was from an update to the 2019 bill that we passed, which was 5302. Both 1 and 2 are returning bills to this committee. Item number 6, an act concerning the imposition of line charges for certain water lines. The impetus for this is Senate Bill 95 from Senator Champagne, which would prohibit water companies to make charges on certain municipal water lines. Next is item number 8, an act concerning the property tax exemption for certain municipal volunteers, from a bill introduced by Representative Smith, Conley, and Senator Needleman and others. It's House Bill 5383. The bill that we passed in 2019 dealt with property tax abatements for volunteers and municipal volunteers, including, for example, municipal firefighters, and this would equalize that. Item number 9, an act concerning the continuation of retirement allowances for certain retirees upon subsequent employment by a Board of Education. This is House Bill 5564, introduced by Rep. Clara Destitria. It would let public safety employees receive their retirement benefits if employed by a Board of Education or a RESC in public safety. Item 10 is an act concerning voting requirements for establishing a special taxing district to maintain water quality in a lake. Both items number 9 and number 10 are returning bills to the committee. This bill, item number 10, would change the requirement for a special taxing district from a 2/3 vote to a simple majority. Item 12 is an act concerning community investment boards and neighborhood assistance. This also is a returning bill to the committee. This time, Senate Bill 550, proposed by Senator Kelly. This is related to how state grants are distributed to urban areas and a study of nonprofits. Item 13 is an act establishing a grant program to assist municipalities and homeowners with well water contaminated with uranium. This is Senate Bill 556, Senator Cassano and others. Then item number 14, an act concerning municipal permitting and delinquent taxes. This is based on House Bill 5708 from Representative Zullo. And item number 15, an act authorizing the Borough of Naugatuck to issue pension deficit funding bonds based on Senate Bill 671, Senator Hartley and Cabrera and Reps Rabimbus and Labriola. And item 16, an act concerning the regulation of community residences, Senate Bill 810, Senator Wong and Rep Devlin. Item number 18, an act concerning online access to municipal services based on House Bill 5984 from Representative Rojas. Is there a motion to place these items on a consent calendar?
So move, Senator Anwar.
Second.
Representative Michelle.
I did it again. Moved by Senator Anwar. I believe I saw a second from Senator Wong. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Senator Wong. And so there is a motion to place these items on the consent calendar. And with that, we have a consent calendar. And again, I will read through the item numbers to be sure that we're all clear about which ones we're voting on. And I know the clerk will then call the roll and repeat, but just to make sure.
Madam Chair, my apologies. Just to be clear, I know that there was a motion to place the items on the consent calendar, but I don't think there was a vote to formally place them. So I mean, if you wanted to just do a voice vote to place them on the consent calendar, I think you could then move on to actually voting on the consent calendar.
Mr. Tellerico, thank you. I was getting ahead of myself and I could sense that. So if members would please turn on your cameras and unmute your microphones. Mr. Clerk, if you could take us into the gallery view. And we will have a voice vote to approve that we can place these items on the consent calendar. All those in favor of placing items number 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 18 on our consent calendar, please signify by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Seeing and hearing none, these items will be placed on the consent calendar. Thank you again, Mr. Tellerico. It's a team effort here in P&D. With that, we have the consent calendar before us. Mr. Clerk, I will not repeat the numbers. I'll give you a chance to do that. And if you could please call the roll.
One second. Shoot. There we go. All right, this is a roll call for a consent calendar for items on the agenda. If I have this right. 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 18. Senator Cassano?
Senator Cassano votes yes.
Awesome. Representative McCarthy-Vahey?
Representative McCarthy-Vahey votes yes.
Awesome. Senator Nealman?
Senator Needleman votes yes.
Awesome. Representative Goupil?
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Can we do that one more time?
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Perfect. Senator Huang?
Senator Huang votes yes.
Got it. Representative Zullo?
Representative Zullo votes yes.
Can we do that one more time? Sorry.
No problem. Representative Zullo votes yes.
Hold on. 1 second. See if I can.
Tell me when you're ready.
Try it again.
Representative Zullo votes yes.
Sheesh. What is the problem? All right. One more time.
Representative Zullo votes yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
Sorry about that. Sheesh. Representative Baker? Representative Baker? Oh, he definitely signed on. Representative Baker? Senator Champagne?
Senator Champagne votes yes.
Representative Zalestowski?
Representative Zawistowski votes yes.
Perfect. Representative Conley?
Representative Conley votes yes.
Got it. Senator Fanfara? Senator Fanfara? Senator Fanfara? Representative Dubitsky?
Representative Dubitsky votes yes.
Got it. Representative D'Agostino? Representative D'Agostino? Representative D'Agostino? Representative Arnone?
Representative Arnone votes yes.
Got it. Representative Michelle?
Representative Michelle votes yes.
Representative Ducker?
Representative Ducker votes yes.
Perfect. Senator Anwar?
Senator Anwar votes yes.
Gotcha. Senator Lopes?
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Perfect. Representative Hennessy?
Representative Hennessy votes yes.
Can we do that one more time?
Representative Hennessy votes yes.
Perfect. Representative Lamar? Representative Lamar? Representative Lamar? Representative Smith?
Representative Smith votes yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Representative Winkler? Representative Winkler?
Representative Winkler votes yes.
Perfect. Representative Fiorello?
Representative Fiorello votes yes.
Awesome.
And so does my dog.
Representative Hall?
Representative Hall votes yes.
Awesome. And Representative Veach?
Representative Veach votes yes.
Representative Delnicky?
Representative Delnicky votes yes.
Madam Chair, that's everyone for the consent calendar that is here on the Zoom room.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clerk, and thank you once again to the members for your conversation today and engaging in this process. I want to just say we will have votes remain open. It's just after 12:30, so we will keep votes open for the next hour with votes to close at 1:35, since it really is more like 12:35 at this point. What I would say again is, if you missed votes, if you can at the end of this meeting, or excuse me, at the pause in the meeting, use the raise hand function to raise your hand so that the clerk will be able to call on you one at a time to be able to assure that your votes are properly recorded. Our next scheduled meeting is for Wednesday, the 17th of February. That's Also, to be determined, as you know, often session days are scheduled for the Wednesdays. The 17th is a Wednesday. I have no knowledge about any session days, just to be very clear. I'm just saying that in particular for the new members so that you're aware. If the need arises, we will communicate as soon as possible. And that would be the last meeting that we would have to raise bills or concepts, and we would then begin to move towards further hearings. Are there any further comments from Senator Cassano, Senator Wong, or Rep. Zullo? Senator Cassano. You're muted, Senator Cassano. Senator Cassano, you are muted.
Thank you, everyone. We're making progress. Stay healthy and stay safe. Enjoy Super Sunday and see you next Wednesday.
Thank you, Senator Cassano. Senator Wong.
I just wanted to commend the leadership again and the staff. We've had some engagements and discussions, so I'm really appreciative, and I want to extend my thanks and acknowledgement for the leadership of this committee for the smooth operations. So thank you again.
Thank you, Senator Wong. I would just say maybe it looks smooth. It's not always quite as smooth behind the scenes, and I appreciate everyone on the committee's indulgence in terms of communication and all that. We're all doing the absolute best we can to get you and the public the information that we all need to be able to have a productive session. Rep. Zullo.
I am all set. Everyone just have a great weekend.
Wonderful. So again, I will just repeat, if you missed votes, if you're able to stay in the Zoom so that the clerk is able to record your votes. If that is the case, please use the hand raise function to raise your hand, and we will be in touch with you about our next scheduled meeting. Thank you all.
It was 1 hour, correct, for votes being held open?
That's correct. So 1:35.
Gotcha.
Hey, Camillo. This is
Yeah.
Edelman. If I missed any votes, did I miss any votes?
Yeah, you missed.
And Senator Needleman, excuse me, Mr. Clerk, can you do me a favor? And I know I'm being a stickler, but just for purposes of organization and for the camera.
Make sure you raise his hand.
Yes, if you can use the hand raise function, I would really appreciate it.
Sure.
And Camilo, if you can answer that question just to Senator Needleman, just so that he knows if he needs to stay.
Yeah, you missed item 11, an act concerning sewer assessment for arrearages and foreclosure.
I vote yes.
Okay.
Senator Needleman votes yes.
Awesome. And then you also missed, come on, open up. Item 7, an act extending the minority representation rule to certain legislative bodies and special taxing districts.
Senator Needleman votes yes.
Perfect. And I believe that is everything. If I can get this open. Yep, that's everything. You're good.
Thanks so much. You guys have.
Thank you. And just to clarify, before Mr. Clerk, you go on, the committee is in recess.
Yep. Representative Conley, we're gonna go with you up next, if that's cool with you.
Thank you.
All right. So first up, we got. Yeah, let's just do it in order, if you don't mind. So first up was item 5. You were, yep, we missed you for that one. So item 5 is an act concerning the recommendations of the Office of Policy Management.
Rep. Conley votes yes.
Got it. Can they mouse? Up next after that is, I believe, item 7, which you were also not there for. Item 7 is an act extending the minority representation rule to certain legislative bodies and special taxing districts.
Rep. Conley votes yes.
Got it. You were there for item 11. Item 17, maybe. You were there. And item 19, selection. Come on. Oh, you were there. You're good. Representative Finley.
Mr. Clerk, did I miss 4 and 5 as well?
4 was a voice vote. And 5, that was the first one that we just went over.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Thank you so much. And then Representative Michelle.
Thank you, Mo. I don't believe I missed any vote, but just for sake of verification, because I was multitasking at 2 moments in the meeting, but I think I did vote on 11, correct?
11.
I mean, do you see anything missing?
No, you're good for 11. Here, let me just do a quick run.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. 19, you're good for. Item 5, you're good for. Item 7, you. Item 11, I see you. Item 17,
19, okay.
I see you. And item 1, I see your vote. You're good.
Good, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, take care, everyone.
Hey, enjoy your weekend. So that's just, Representative Baker, can you put up your hand and then I'll be able to call on you?
Representative Baker may not have heard I don't know that he was in the Zoom. We were using the raise hand function. And just if people need to have votes recorded, if you come into the Zoom and just indicate by using the raise hand function so that we're clear that the clerk needs to record votes. It doesn't appear, Mr. Clerk, that anyone else in the Zoom at the moment is in need of recording a vote at the moment, though I believe Representative Baker does need to vote on it. Am I correct, Mr. Clerk?
You say that again? I'm sorry.
Am I correct that Representative Baker, he does have items that he needs to vote on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And Senator Lopes, I think that you're probably just checking to make sure that you're good. I just triple check. You're all good.
Thank you for that, Mr. Clerk.
Representative Wigley, if you want me to do the same, I got you. Winkler's good. And yeah, cool. All that's left is just make sure I cover things, and everything. That's key. Good. And good. Yes, ma'am. All we have left is Rep. Lamar, Rep. Baker, and Senator Fanfara. And Representative D'Agostino, although he's talked to me. He said that he's on his way.
Can you please repeat that, Mr. Clerk? You said Representative Lamar, Representative Baker, and Rep. D'Agostino, is that correct?
Ma'am. But Representative Lamar voted on, I think, the first 2 items.
Great. Thank you very much, Mr. Clerk.
Got it. A lot faster than the previous one. Brett Baker, can you hear us at all?
Mr. Clerk, I'm going to be signing off. I want to say thank you again for your efforts during today's meeting and for sticking around until 1:35 so that the remainder of the votes can be cast.
No problem. Thank you for everything you've done. Let's enjoy the weekend. Although I'm sure we'll have communication with each other at some point.
Yes, thank you. Hope you get some rest. Take care.
Oh, absolutely. Have a good one. Baker.
Mella.
How you doing, Brett Baker? Can you hear me?
I just wondering when you get a chance, I wanted to vote.
No, I got you. All right, so we took a roll call vote on certain items, and then we took a consent calendar at the end. I'm going to read you out the items that we did roll call votes on first, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the first one was for item 5, an act concerning the recommendations of the Office of Policy and Management.
Yes.
You have to
You want
do
me to
Rep
say my
Baker.
name?
Yeah, you have to do Rep Baker votes yes.
Okay.
You want to just that?
Representative Baker, yes.
Awesome. Up next, we have item 7, an act extending the minority representation rule to certain legislative bodies and special taxing districts.
You know what, Cal? You know what? Let me call you right back. Let me hire you back. I need to open this up and look at the stuff real quick, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I'll raise my hand. Just put me down, okay?
All right.
Okay, I'm back. If you can talk.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
So we already did, we did 5. Up next is 7. An act extending the minority representation rule to certain legislative bodies and special taxing districts.
Yes.
You have to do Rep. Baker votes yes.
Representative Baker, yes.
Got it. Up next after that is item 11, an act concerning sewer assessment arrearages and foreclosure.
Representative Baker, yes.
Got it. Up after that is item 17, an act concerning certain property tax payments and assessments.
Representative Baker, yes.
Got it. And last but not least, item 19, an act concerning a needs assessment and other policies regarding affordable housing and development.
Representative Baker, yes.
All right, Representative Baker. And then last, actually, this is last but not least, the consent calendar. So items 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 18.
Representative Baker, yes.
Gotcha. You're good to go.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're the man. Good to see you.
Oh, I was waiting for that email from you too.
Oh, right. I talked to LCO. You know what? Let me call you out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
I got you. Representative Lamar, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, it's going great, honestly. This was a way quicker meeting, so that's what I love. So we got a bunch of items. Well, not a bunch of items. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items up on roll call, and the rest up on a consent calendar. Let's just run through that roll call vote first.
Sure. I think I was there for the first few.
Yeah, you were there for item 5. We're there for item 7. You were there for item 11. No, for item 11, you were not there. And that concerning sewer assessment arrearages and foreclosure.
I vote yes on that item.
And item 17, where's that? Yeah, item 17, an act concerning certain property tax payments and assessments.
I vote yes on that item.
Got it. And I think you were there for 19, but let me just, 19, an act concerning a needs assessment and other policies regarding affordable housing and development.
I vote yes on that item.
Awesome. And then last but not least, you got the consent calendar, items 1, 2, 6.
I vote yes on the consent item.
Right. Representative Lamar, we got you on everything. It was good to see you.
Thank you. You too. Have a good weekend.
Hey, have a great one.
Hi, Camilla. It's Christine. Did you need me to unmute?
No, that was an accident. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. That's all right.
Camilo,
Representative D'Agostino, how you doing?
how you doing?
Great.
Great.
All right. Let's see what we got. All right. So we had a bunch of items on the agenda, 19. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on roll call and the rest on a consent calendar. Don't ask me how
Okay.
that consent calendar was made through magic and sheer willpower. So first up, we got item 5, an act concerning the recommendations of the Office of Policy and Management.
And D'Agostino votes yes.
All right. Then up next, we have item 7, an act extending the minority representation rule to certain legislative bodies and special taxing districts.
D'Agostino votes yes.
Got it. And after that is item 11, an act concerning sewer assessment arrearages and foreclosure.
By the way, did Kristen vote yes on all these?
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
Oh, D'Agostino votes yes.
Gotcha. Item 17 is an act concerning certain property tax payments and assessments.
D'Agostino votes yes.
Gotcha. And then last of the roll calls was an act concerning needs assessment and other policies regarding affordable housing and development.
D'Agostino votes yes.
Cool. And then we have a consent calendar, which is 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 18.
All right. You don't need to read them all to me. I vote yes on the consent calendar.
All right. And you're good to go.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I like the beard. Looks great.
Take care. Bye.
Representative Gupil, that's everyone but Senator Farr.
All right. See if he pops in. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Certainly. All right, if I'm not mistaken, it is 1:35. That calls for the end of the votes. So yeah, thank you for everyone. The votes have now concluded. And we'll be logging off this call. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in.